What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XLM to BTC. We're also going to be looking at the current coin market cap, as well as an article posted by Cointelegraph in regards to 11 years ago today. Satoshi Nakamoto published the Bitcoin white paper. We're going to be discussing that more specifically. We're going to be going into the very interesting trends that are happening within the crypto spaces right now. You're starting to see a small retracement on a lot of these altcoins and cryptocurrencies that I want to point out and show you guys my reasoning for the slight uptrend that we're seeing. I'm not too worried. Like I said, I do have a short position here on DueDEX. You'll notice right now I'm still up about it's about 5%, and I'll refresh that in a second. But for the most part, I do think we're going to continue to retrace lower in the short term, capitalizing off that shorting position that I have opened, and then we'll make some profit on the rise up using another exchange. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, and remember, we're doing a giveaway every Friday for $25 of Bitcoin. All you have to do to enter the raffle is leave a comment down below, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, let's jump into the rest of the video. Alright guys, so I want to start off today's episode discussing really quickly the current coin market cap. You'll notice that out of the top 10 cryptos, majority are kind of mixed, but for the most part they are up. You'll notice that out of the top 10 specifically, we have 3 out of the 10 in red. The ones that are up are about 2% to 1% up in gains, but majority of the market is skewed, I'm starting to see. So notice the pattern that we're starting to see. It's a lot of consolidation, sideways movement. It's a slight uptrend, which I will discuss in a minute, how that reflects the rest of the market. But for the most part, we look okay. Nothing too worrisome in regards to shorting and in regards to buying more. So if we move on to Litecoin, so like I say in all of my videos, and for those of you who are new to trading, don't just use one specific chart. I like to use a combination or a conglomerate of numerous charts that trade fairly well to base a prediction as to where the majority of the market is going to move. I use Bitcoin, I use Ethereum, and I use Litecoin. You'll notice that they are fairly close on the top 10 cryptos, and their charts are fairly similar. You can see once again on the current coin market cap, Bitcoin and Ethereum are very similar, and they're all similar to Litecoin as well. So I like to take all 3 of these cryptocurrencies and then base judgment on where the rest of the cryptocurrencies will move to. So when I first looked at the charts this morning, we noticed that yesterday we were seeing a lot of sideways trading. Very, very, very much so. Whether or not this is a major support, I don't consider it to be one. You can see there's small points of support on the current market right now. Like literally, if we just draw this right here, you'll see the double bottom that happened. And we have a resistance, support, slide us out more, and you'll see we have more support over here. So yeah, we could consider this to be a small uptrend. I'm noticing that even after major retests and major spikes in volume, we have yet to break bearish and pull all the way back down. So the other great thing from that is we haven't been able to break bullish from this line. So to me, that's an indicator that we're probably going to consolidate out more and then break bearish. Now, notice on previous levels we've tested here, we do break bearish. We test it multiple times and then we collapse. We tested it here, we break lower, tested it here. There's a lot of signs and signals that show that an immediate retracement is on the border. It's going to happen most definitely. There's a really good chance we could see that collapse all the way back down to levels as low as $40, $41. And now I don't want to scare anybody. I mean, we do have that bearish cross on the blue band on the MACD. So you can see that there are reasons to believe that there is going to be another collapse in the price. I definitely do not think we're going to be breaking resistance here. When you look at the other cryptocurrencies, you'll probably gain that knowledge and know that we're not going to be breaking above here. You can see clear, support and resistance of us breaking, not being able to break out above it, which is a great opportunity to know that we're probably going to be falling lower. Take that into consideration with Bitcoin, which is also seemingly holding up some support right here. Very small one at that. Scale it back. We do have some points of, retestment right here. So yes, it is a very small support. Whether or not it holds, I don't believe it will. All the MACD indicators, the RSI, they're all looking okay in regards to a potential retracement. Even on the daily, we look like we're probably going to fall down. You can see why it is that we are kind of being withdrawn and moving up in price. So it might be on Litecoin as well. Let's see Litecoin's daily. Are we in between there? No, we are not. So more specifically, Litecoin is following Bitcoin's pattern. And what does that mean? So Bitcoin currently, as we know, is consolidating out right now. But if we look on the daily, you'll see why we are doing that exactly. You'll notice that we are once again causing another descending fractal. And that's a great opportunity. Now, we may actually be breaking bullish now that I'm looking at this. So where is it? Right here. We know trend lines tend to break bullish. Depends on how low we go. And this is what I was calling and trying to predict a couple of days ago, as this could be an immediate, retest and retracement lower. We could see another fractal like this. It is definitely a very big possibility of more consolidation. We head lower and then a pop to the upside. Now, with that in mind, this is still an opportunity to short the crypto because we do know that we are going to be in a downwards market. And you can see on my DueDEX account, I am shorting the crypto right now. I did refresh that. You can see I'm up about 6% on my trade, which I put in maybe 2 days ago. So we are still up. I do have unrealized potential. The second I click close, it'll sell it and I will get those capital gains. So definitely make sure to check out that first link in the description if you guys want to start shorting cryptocurrency too. I think it's a huge opportunity, especially in such a bear market that we've been in. It doesn't make sense to not take advantage of such an opportunity to make money on the price dropping and make money on the price increasing. It totally doesn't make sense to avoid an opportunity like that, especially when we can predict and track these specific movements. Now, notice another pattern possibility that we could be using is the fact that each one of these has been slightly longer than the previous one, which is an indication to me that we may see a longer movement like this before potentially seeing that break to the upside. Now notice that we can do a quick scale of a date range to see how long each one of these have been. So if we go into the 4 hour, you'll notice right here that the 4 hour, we had the first one, which was about 17 bars or 2 days. We had the second one, which went from 2 days to 7 days. So we had 2 to 7. The third one was 2 to 7 and then 7 to 16. This could easily be twice as long as that. We could easily see that consolidation being 24 days, a month in retracement. You'll notice it's obvious that we are in a descending fractal right here. We're now starting a fourth fractal on the coin, and it seems to be working fairly well. We had our bullish break. Now we're starting to see that fractal consolidation downwards. I'd be very surprised if we saw anything less than a longer consolidation. It looks to me like every time we saw one of these fractals, we ended up testing the oversold right here. Notice this first fractal hit the bottom, which is oversold on the coin. The next one, which was higher up, eventually tested right here, which was the oversold once again. And then the third one, which tested right here, was oversold once again. So there's a very big chance that we're now waiting for this Bitcoin consolidation to eventually bottom off and have the price run all the way down and bottom off right here. So if we want to do a quick estimate, we can literally just go like this and extend these down. And if I want to make this even easier for us to read, we could just do something as simple as this. And you can see there's a clear fractal forming on this coin. We'll just take the top one. Notice what we're seeing right now, that there's a good chance we're going to be bottoming out somewhere along this area right here, which happens to be right around November 4th. This is November 4th. So there's a good chance that in a measly 4 days, we could be seeing bigger movement very soon. So take that into consideration when investing. That gives me 4 days to short this coin before closing my position and buying long. That's what I'm planning on doing. Now, there is opportunities on DueDEX to leverage trade. What leveraging means is you can double what you're investing in. Obviously, there is a ton more risk in here. It even has a risk calculator, but understand you could set your account balance to a negative. So take that into consideration. If you have $200 in there and you gamble with $400, it'll set your balance back to negative $200, and you'll have to put money in there to eventually even that out if you want to use this exchange. Now, It still gives you opportunities if you're for sure positive on here. Like I 2x leverage because I do consider that we are going to be pulling back lower, and I am most 99% sure that we are now once again within another descending fractal, which is awesome to predict because we do know that leading towards the future we're going to see more consolidation. So if we are considerably in a descending fractal, expect the price right now to be going like this. We're expecting a retracement. So yes, we are shooting up to $9,300. There's a good chance we're going to fall back down to $8,800. I mean, one could even make money off a small play like this from 93 back down to like 89. It's about a $400 gain. This is a little more risky. I'd rather just wait out this entire thing and sell off at $8,200 from my high, my buy-in, which was at a total of, where were we? 9,300? No, I bought in at $9,600. So let's see when my sell-off would be. I bought in at 96, which was all the way up here at the top. I'm trying to sell off at $8,000, give or take. So what we have to do is just take our long position, calculate this down. Sorry, this is not the right one. It is right here, the price range. Calculate this down from the $9,600 buy-in. We're going to sell off right around here, which is about a 16% drop. That gives me a fair bit of profit on my investment. So this is what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating this retracement because it seems like we are now in our fourth fractal, our fourth descending fractal before a potential bullish break. Lastly, to wrap up things, XLM doing very similar things to Bitcoin and Litecoin. The one great thing is because we had a support here that we weren't really looking at, we have Ethereum hitting our high-low MMA, which is a great support to understand that the price would probably bounce off here, retrace up, and that's what happened within Litecoin and Bitcoin as well. Lastly, to wrap up today's episode, we're looking at Bittrex, which is retracing lower. Very interesting. It's unfortunate that we're heading lower. I was expecting us to pull up a little bit higher, but to be honest with you, I did say we were heading up to this level right here. It's as simple as taking the Fibonacci's that we have, and all I had to do was pull this up here, and I said the greatest point of sell-off would be around this level, this green right here, and notice the price pretty much capped off at the green and then pulled back down. So that was my region for margin. Obviously move up your cost positions as we go. And we're looking at a potential descending or a bearish crossover on the BACD, which is another indicator. We're probably going to head lower unless we see the reversal happen right now. We're falling because XLM acts inversely and the market's shooting up right now. But this was definitely very interesting, the fact that I'm now seeing a bearish fractal. The fact that we now caught a number 4 fractal is absolutely huge for this market. The fact that we're seeing a fourth one is an immediate retracement. That means short the cryptocurrency, guys. I mean, short the crypto. Take, sign up on here. It's the first link in the description, and then sell off at the bottom. Once again, huge shout out to DueDEX for sponsoring today's episode. But short the crypto because there's a good chance we're going to see this consolidation happen all the way back down. Like I said, I'm no financial advisor, but that is what I'm going to be doing, shorting this as we head lower, because it looks to me like that's exactly where this coin would like to go. Otherwise, that will wrap up today's episode, guys. Ooh, I totally forgot to discuss the 11 years crypto. That's pretty much it. I feel like it pretty much summed up itself. I don't want to make the episode too long, but this is 11 years, I believe, that the coin has been out and circulating and doing, everything that it needs to do. This is not really much I think I need to go into, but that's pretty awesome that it's their 11-year birthday for cryptocurrency. Otherwise, like I said, that's going to sum up the episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. We're doing a giveaway on Friday, which I believe is tomorrow, so make sure you drop a comment down below, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.